All right, guys, welcome back to another edition of Nighttime. And joining us tonight, we've got Big Andy back, mate. Welcome back.
Yeah, back this week.
Yeah.
I would have had COVID last week, so I was in lockdown, but...
Good to have you back anyway, mate. And Jono again.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Yeah, good to have you again, buddy. And pretty good round of footy, except for the result, but the games are good.
Not so good for the Knights, but...
Yeah, true.
What about me? I only got 2 points in my tipping comp.
Two?
Yeah, I didn't go
Two.
much.
What?
Yeah.
You only get two.
Oh, because I picked the Knights. That's why.
Yeah,
You must have gone all the, against all the favourites.
No, there was a couple of favourites I picked. Or wasn't Storm a favourite?
Yeah, Storm would have been a favourite.
I think I only got 3 or 4 at the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do too well.
A little birdie told me that you're supposed to be wearing a Panthers jumper today.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
But,
What happened to that?
I couldn't get a Penrith jumper to
What?
fit me there.
What didn't?
No 5XLs.
Didn't Kylie want to stretch her jersey out?
Yeah, no 5XLs.
Okay.
No.
What about a flag? Have we got a flag or something?
come on, there's
Yeah,
a flag.
we got a football.
We've got a football over
Oh,
there.
here we
It's not chief over.
We got a flag.
We've got a couple of flags. I'm not holding
There
them
we
bad.
go.
There we go. I'll honour my bet, and that's it. So I will say, but because I didn't wear the jersey this week, I'll put it out there for double or nothing for the next round. Then that when we play them at home, and if the Knights lose that one, I'll do it in a jersey and a tutu.
Yeah, but people won't see the
I think that's
2-2.
up
I'll stand up.
I think that's up to the crazy lady. What's the crazy lady say about that?
Well, when she comes on a bit later, we might ask
She
her.
giving us the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It's a bit like Russell Crowe here. Just we getting thumbs up or
That's fine.
thumbs are up.
Thumbs are
They're
up.
on.
No, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. But it was pretty good. But yeah, good bit of rivalry in the household, you know.
Yeah, no, that's good. Disappointing from the Knights' perspective. I
Yeah.
suppose the elephant in the room will throw it out there. Mitch Barnett sent off
Yeah,
late in the first half.
so we'll get into that now and have a bit of a chat about it. But what's your take on the whole Mitch Barnett saga?
Firstly, the right decision to send him off. He had to go.
Yeah.
It was, big brain fart. Yeah, I don't think it was deliberate, but it was definitely reckless.
Well, I'll put it out there too. He's human. Everyone makes mistakes.
We're all humans.
And, I mean, all those people on social media bagging him, I'm say, lay off him.
Yeah.
Because mental health is a big thing these days. Imagine what he's going through.
I think Adam O'Brien summed it up very well in the press conference
100%.
after the game. He said that there's no use him laying the boot in while he's down. So he knows. You
could
he's
see
done
it
wrong.
when he was in the shed.
Oh.
And, I think, only Mitch will know, but this is my perspective. I think he went to do it, but not get him where he got him. He went to put his arm up, get him in the chest, push him off, and it's just gone wrong. So, people going, oh, you're a grub, you're a doggo. I don't think it was meant to do what he did. I think it was just elbow up, get him in the chest, push him off, and it's gone wrong.
Oh, I just would have liked to see him just run into the... Oh, this is a bit of a dog out. The Penrith player run into him and just fall over and milk a penalty.
Well,
Obstruction, sir.
I
Obstruction.
would have liked that too, because then we don't have Mitch Barnett gone for the lengthy period that he's going to.
And we were a good chance in that game too. I think we were just getting the ascendancy when he got sent off. So we're up 6-4. And,
That's saying that.
From that time on, you're never going to beat the Panthers.
No, especially with 12 men. But saying that too, we lifted because we only had 12. If we had 13, it could have changed the whole game again.
Oh, would have. It's a different game, but
That's right.
it's one of those things you'll never know what the outcome would have been. But
it was pretty good.
What do you guys think? 10 weeks? Warranted?
No, I was thinking 6 and a hefty fine.
I was thinking 5 to 7. If you look at the Latrell incident, I suppose there's no All-Stars game mid-season to take a week off for him.
But I guess, too, he's not that at Latrell Mitchell level. Like, he's not that elite player. He's not a face of the game.
Yeah,
the difference, it was off the ball. That's what hurt him.
That's right. But in saying that too, okay, I'm not going to go too much into it also, but Latrell got his reduced. So why can't Barney go do the same thing? I know it's not going to happen and we won't get into it.
It was only reduced because of the All-Stars game, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I don't care if it's All-Stars.
They included the All-Stars game. They made that a rep game so that...
But it shouldn't matter. Like, if you got that suspension, you got that suspension.
Yeah.
But I just think they open a can of worms now because he could do it. The next person could go and say, well, why can't I?
Yeah.
So, But saying that, unfortunately, he's done the crime. He's going to have to pay the time.
Yeah,
but
10 weeks, it's a fair whack. You look at, I don't know if you remember Clint Newton's, I think it was about 2013, 2014. That was a lot worse. He got 12 for that. So
what did Danny Williams, the Storm, when he hit old mate from the Tigers, what did he get?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might have got 12 for that as well, 10 to 12.
So then he deliberately got up and King hit him. So he gets 12 weeks for that. Barney's done a brain snap that's gone wrong. Do you think the pair of them are the same?
No, I don't.
That's right. So
I don't think. I think 10 weeks is a little bit too much. I'm not biased. I'm a Knights fan, but
I think
there's probably some Panthers fans out there that are going, he gets everything he deserves.
But I guess too, the NRL's making it like what's the word I'm thinking of? Like example, like you do this is what you're going to cop, and if it's worse, you'll probably get more. But I do agree with the NRL making a stand. It just sucks as a Knights player.
What does he get if? What was the Penrith's guy's name? Chris Smith breaks his jaw.
Yes.
Because they've set the bar at 10 weeks with no injury.
What's he going to get?
Injury is supposed to be irrelevant, but if Chris Smith has a broken jaw, what scope have they got? Where do they go to?
I reckon he probably would have got at least 12 then, maybe a bit more if he had a broken jaw. But
I'll put it this way. They've given Barney 10 weeks. They have to stick to it now. They can't give Barney 10 weeks and then... I don't know, say one of Nelson Solomona, he's done one as well. Yeah. But say he comes out next week and does something and they go, you've got 6. They've got to stick to...
I don't think that Nelson got the fine from the weekend, but I don't think that helped Barney either. I think the NRL thought we're going to have to look, a bit tougher.
But okay, I agree that they should have made an example of it, but just it should probably been done on a Manly player and not the Knights. So... Anyway.
No, but in saying that too, but because this was away from the ball kind of thing, say if Big Nelson runs up a tackle, leads with the elbow and he knocks a player out, is he going to get 10 weeks for that or is he going to get something less? Or say another player does that, are they going to get 10 weeks because it's on the ball? It wasn't away from the ball. But
it's like the bunker. Until they're all the officials are under the same ruling and knowledge of the game of what the rule is, because everyone's got a different ruling on it. We're never going to get it consistent.
Well, I agree with that because every ref has a different opinion. It's more, I do agree with the bunker. They're all the same people each week. They all look at the same thing. The bunker should be that's a try.
One thing we'll go on, the bunker hasn't got a clue on, but we won't touch it here. I'll catch it on what caught my eye or something coming up later is an issue that we'll bring up with the bunker has no idea on. Yeah. I think you all know what I'm talking about, but anyway.
Possibly. Not in our game.
No, well.
Probably a team struggling a little bit worse than us, but we'll get there.
Anyway, but Barney, if he's out there listening, mate, keep your head up and he'll...
at the end of the day, it's a football game. Luckily, Chris Smith never got injured. So
he's reached out and apologised.
He's got a concussion, which I shouldn't say he hasn't been injured. He's got a concussion.
He failed the HIA.
Which we have to take seriously, obviously. But, I'd love to get Tommy Radonica's thoughts on it. Back in the 80s, you wouldn't, if you carried off the ground after knocking somebody out like that, you wouldn't be getting sent off.
HIA.
We've come a long way. It's good.
That's very good.
We'll get Kurt Mann's view on the HIA. Anyway, well, that's pretty good, game, except for that. There's some pretty good performances from our guys in there.
Well, I think being down to 12 men, just staying with the premiers, the team leading the comp, they've done well because a lot of teams you see go down to 12 men just roll over and say, what's the point of playing?
And I will say Penrith had 4, 5, 6, I've just been corrected. Thanks very much. Players out as well. So, I mean...
so did the Knights, but...
That's what I'm saying, but so I'd like to see a full... both teams together.
Yeah, it'd be a good contest.
Our top 17 versus their top 17. Yeah, so that'll would have been interesting.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it is what it is.
I don't think the score really reflected the game, but either in the end, I know Penrith probably scored a couple of tries late, blew it out a little bit, but real competitive.
Oh, it was a competitive game, and that's what I'll take away from the game. Yes, we got to play a 10 off. Yes, he shouldn't have done it, but
We still scored 4 tries.
exactly.
We
And
scored 3 tries with 12 players on the field against a pretty good defensive unit. So
Yeah, that's right.
still the Panthers, but
Yeah.
who cares?
They're
yes. Well, it's a good measuring stick. They're the top of the comp. They're the team to beat, and we did pretty well.
I reckon this weekend's going to be a good measuring stick
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How
We'll
good
go
are
through
they?
the teams soon, but the Sharks are.
I'm impressed. Nico Hines.
We'll do that.
Oh, stop it.
They're on fire.
Yeah. Anyway, while we're on there, we might get into our night of the round. Brought to you by Purnell Trophies.
What do you got, Jono?
Oh, my 3 points. Sorry, where are my notes? My 3 points went to Kurt, big man, big game man. Took outstanding game to come back from whatever happened to him. Won't go into it, but still play a cracker of a game. Might tip my hat to him. 2 points goes to Tyson Frizzell. Look, led the team, did well, captain of the day. Had a bit of chat to the ref about one try. Good on him, but he played really well.
He's really relished in the role of captain. I think he's,
We probably should have mentioned it in that last segment too, but the Panthers were a bit lucky with that try.
They were very lucky with that
It was
try.
offside.
Oh, no question.
But anyway.
Anyway, and my final point went to Bradman, simply the best. He was
Bradman. Yeah.
Bradman scored a try, and even though he's the only young bloke, I know he plays the same position as a Dane Gagai, but he would be helping him so much. Just have that
Gagai,
experienced head in there saying, I know you're a talented player, but this is what you do, this is what I do, you should try and...
He's
Yeah,
a beast.
definitely.
He's an absolute beast.
Beast.
He's a pretty good role model, Gagai. So he was a pretty handy pickup, I reckon.
Yeah,
Very handy.
Very true.
Well, I've also gone for Kurt No Nuts Man for 3 points. I went Tyson Frizzell, 2 points.
Yes.
I've gone young, and I've bagged him as much as anyone has. Tex Hoy.
Oh, Tex. How good did he play?
Given him a point.
How good
Because
did he
I
play?
thought he had a good game. So that's the best game in first grade he's had. My main criticism with Tex is he's got one trick. He's got his show and go. But the pass he threw to Anari, was it?
An Ari Tuala, yeah.
To score, that was sensational. So good on him. Scored a good try, set up another one. So he got my 1 point.
I think the thing with Tex Hoy is because he's in and out of the lineup so much, he hasn't been able to gel with all the other players. And I think if he was had a permanent position on the team, I reckon he'd be a lot better each and every week.
I don't think
But
he's quite there, but yet he's.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I
gotta
think he's a
learn his
fringe
trade.
player. But give it time, he'll come through.
Yeah, he's still only a young guy. So.
That's right. Well, anyway, on to mine. I've gone, no surprise here. Kurt, man, 3 points. Played absolutely. I believe he stepped up to, when we went down to 12 players, he stepped up to take control of it. And
Until he went to the head bin.
well, that was a bit different altogether. But Tyson, 2 for me. And Dom Young.
Yeah,
Very impressed with Dom Young.
I think
the young fella.
he's probably our biggest breakout star at the moment, Dom Young.
When you
That
watch,
and Leo Thompson.
hang on,
Oh.
you just hold your marbles for a second, will you? But when you see Dom Young, do you think of Jamaica bobsled team? Soccer?
He is Jamaican.
No, he's English.
Yeah, but
He's Jamaican heritage, he can play-
Jamaican
Oh, that's
World
right.
Cup
Yes,
side.
too. How good is his hair? I love it.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Are you just jealous because you can't have his hairstyle?
No, that's Andy.
I'd swap him.
Anyway,
I don't know what you mean by
but
that. Anyway.
my special
Plenty of fair
mention.
before I started doing this show.
Ain't that the truth? My special mention is Leo Thompson and Jake Clifford. I give 2 this week, but
Mate, Jake.
Hey, Clifford's.
but how good is that?
Oh,
Thompson?
He's a beast.
He's a.
Absolute.
Is he a
machine.
Knights junior or did we pick him
never.
up?
We picked him up from the Raiders, but he's only played something like it was 6 NRL games.
Oh, so he's-
6 rugby league games before he came to the Knights.
Oh,
Is it
really?
his brother?
He's a rugby union Junior. His brother's playing, I think, for Canterbury, is it?
His brother's playing Union, isn't he?
Yeah, his brother plays. His brother debuted this year as well.
Oh, really?
In the Super Rugby.
You get the Side-Foodies together and you can't tell them. You can a little bit. You put those two together, it's just like, who are you? Which one? Like, they are identical.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, but he came through the rugby system as a centre.
Oh, really?
I'll take that back. He started as a halfback and he rates himself as having a pretty good pass, which we saw last week against the Tigers. But yeah, then he ended up a centre, and then as he got a bit bigger, he's
a gun. I think the bloke. Yeah, we need to bring
something about him.
Oh, I think that could possibly be one of the buys of the season.
I think so, but yeah, what caught my eye? We might jump into that. You want to head
Do you want
off?
me to go first? I'm happy
first?
to go first. Well, I had about 3 of them. I think you were going to use one, but anyway, I want to go to the Cowboys game and a young second rower who the Knights are heavily linked to at the moment. Young Jeremiah Nanai with his 3 tries, and they were really good tries. 2 young 19-year-old back rower. Playing his 3rd or 4th game, scored 3 tries. It's a good effort. So I don't think we'll sign him, but we have been.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, but where are we going to put him?
Well,
That's a hard thing.
Row, mate. We're short of second rowers.
you sure?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I don't know about that.
We could do with 2.
Okay. Thompson, Brody Jones, Jessie Sue.
I don't think Thompson is a second rower.
What is he?
Well, he's not a halfback.
I think he's a middle forward.
Yeah, but even, you got Clemens when he playing second row. You got Barney.
We got
I'm not saying I wouldn't take him.
Momasia and probably Brody Jones are the next cabs off the rank, but
I'm not saying I wouldn't take him, but I think.
Oh, it'd be hard to put him in the team, I reckon.
I don't know. So we'll get him.
He'll get a run over the next 10 to 12 weeks.
No, I think that's
We're
true.
missing 2.
Well, Clemens out for a while.
How long's he out for?
6. Was that correct? 6 weeks, I believe.
Oh, yeah, he is too. I think it's about 6.
He's a big loss.
He is.
Oh,
He started the season on fire too.
yeah, I know. It's hard that, but what caught my eye? And change it to what caught Kurt Mann's eye. Because seriously, how the hell can you go off an HIA and you get kicked in the mini man? Like, how the video referee said that's a HIA and he had to go off for that. It was ridiculous.
But in their defence, they don't want to say, they don't have like a GIA, groin injury assessment.
Well, but they're seeing the same thing we all seen on TV. For them to go back another, 5 minutes after it, and then they've got, no, he's got to go for HIA. We've seen the same thing on TV. That leg got him in the Jats Crackers, and yeah, how they sent him off for that. He was pretty cranky, dude.
Well, the new HIA prevention kit's a cricket protector, so.
Anyway, that's what caught my eye, mate. I thought it was a bit. How you going? We'll say to Kurt. He thought it was a bit. How you going?
We lost a little bit of ascendancy when he went off too. We definitely lost a bit in the middle. So
I think he's found his calling. He's a 13.
Yeah,
because I like it too in attack. You see, he comes up as a ball player. So you really got Ponga at the back. You got our 2 halves, and then you got him as a 4th option.
Yeah, well, he's link man.
Would you classify a 13 as part of the spine, you reckon, or is it still the fullback halves and hook halves?
It's probably heading that way. The way the game's going. The Panthers do it with
Isaiah. Yeah.
The Rabbits do it a little bit. So with Cam Murray and Victor Radley at the
Roosters, yeah.
Anyway, Jono, yours, bro?
What definitely caught my eye, this is what annoyed me because I tipped the Roosters. Joey Manu scored a try right in front of Latrell Mitchell, threw the ball down, did a bit of celebration. I thought he was lucky that Latrell didn't come up swinging, or a bit of argy-bargy, but good on Latrell Mitchell. He got the last laugh, got the try at the end, and the Rabbitohs got the win, so disappointing. I didn't get the point, but good on Latrell Mitchell for not.
It's all right. I was on your bus. I've hardly got any points this week, but we won't go there.
Good on Latrell Mitchell for not getting up and just causing a big round 2 or something. Just like
I got 5.
I got
The Raiders
3 or
on the weekend.
4.
Raiders coming back from 22-0 down.
yeah.
Who does that?
Well, I'm lucky for that because that's who I tipped.
Raiders.
I thought I was going to right.
Anyway,
That game, but anyway.
yeah, hopefully next week. But we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. And we've got a special guest with us tonight, Andy.
We've got Lynn. Tell us about yourself, Lynn.
Hi, I am at uni studying media and communications, so I was up here to interview these guys and they were nice enough to let me have a go.
I didn't know we were getting interviewed.
No,
When's that happening?
No, you weren't. It was before you got here.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
It was only the top, you know.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, it
I
was
was feeling a bit of pressure
It was
then.
Porsche.
I think our ratings have gone up anyway significantly since Lynn came on, so that's good. The
Yeah.
IQ's definitely gone up.
Definitely.
Oh,
It's debatable.
anyway, yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming and having a chat with us. And yeah, tell us a bit about what you're studying.
So I am studying media and communications with a major in journalism and non-fiction writing. So I was doing an article about sport and community, and I thought this podcast seemed like a shining example of that and how they're intertwined. So
We're probably a bit more fiction than non-fiction, but there's a lot of dribble. Anyway,
But no, yeah, welcome to the show. And yeah, we're glad to have you and your dad in on tonight. And yeah, we'll get into have a bit of a chat while she's on here, right?
yeah, absolutely.
So around the grounds there, Big Jono. And actually, before we go any further, mate, is there anything on tomorrow night that you want to talk about?
We'll be on tonight as it's airing now. I won't forgive you guys because you'll be listening to the podcast, but make sure you catch up on 9 Now, Travel Guides, the new series. Texas. You know what they say in Texas? Everything's bigger in Texas.
I thought you were going to throw out a Full Metal Jacket quote.
Is that what Kylie?
There's only two things in Texas.
Is that what Kylie tries to get me to wear?
Steers is one of them.
Sombrero and that. Those things are bigger in Texas.
That's Mexico.
That's Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. That's the Rooster salary cap.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anything exciting on there that we should look out for?
Definitely. Just keep your eye out. Lots of laughs. Can't remember. I've got no idea what they did in it, but
You know what?
Were you there?
yeah, it was there. But it was like, you know, I will preface my comments. It was filmed in 2019, pre-COVID. So
Yeah, righto. Okay.
Hey, you know what? You've just given me an inspiration. We should go, right? Get a little motor van, whatever you call them, minivan, motorhome. We should do a trip to one of the away games, like a Canberra or something, and film it with all of us crew on it. Imagine it. Can you imagine it? We'd get a contract with Channel 9.
Dib's not driving.
No, that's crazy, lady.
It's going to have a toilet.
Well, it's going to have 3, I reckon. But anyway, how good would that be?
Can we just have like one of those police things? Do not go in for the toilet.
Yeah, we'll get some crime scene tape and some hazmat suits and
Yeah.
we'll set ourselves up. We'll be
Well,
right.
trust me, those hazmat suits do not work.
Oh,
Okay.
well, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye. I'm going to.
Is that a travel guides
Oh,
reference?
you'll see.
Is that a reference?
Yeah,
You're
you'll
giving
see.
something away.
You'll see.
That's it. That's what we're going to be. We'll be the untravelled guides.
The unkempt.
Let's do it. Let's pick a round. Let's pick a destination and let's do it.
All right.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Central Coast Stadium.
That's a bit far, isn't it? Anyway, I reckon that'll be a good thing. Around the grounds there, buddy.
All right, first game off the rank. The Cronulla Sharks 36, the Dragons 12.
I got dudded. I took
too.
the Dragons.
Me
I
too.
thought at home they would have got this one.
Yeah, I went the Sharks.
Yeah, same.
What was your take on the game, Lynn?
Nico Hines was basically the whole take for me.
What is it about Nico that you like?
Is it the locks or
You know what? Yeah. No, not just that.
isn't that what your missus likes too? The locks of you.
Well, she likes my locks.
It's just exciting to watch playing, you know? It looks like he's moving in slow motion, but then it's also so quick. Like, it doesn't quite make sense. But
I know what you're saying.
Well, I need the Nighttime listeners' help. Who's the best player to come out of Melbourne and actually succeed? Because he's looking like he's the best so far.
To come out of Melbourne and then go to another
At
club.
another club.
Well, besides Cooper Cronk, but
Yeah.
but that was towards the
You've
end.
got Nico, but you've also got Dale Finucane.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I don't. Nah, he's not in the same boat.
You know,
And Finucane's not a Melbourne. He hasn't come out of the Melbourne system. He's a Bulldogs. He went to the Storm from the Bulldogs, so I think we disqualify him. I've disqualified him anyway.
Looks like he's disqualified.
I don't know. Maybe Tahu Harris. He succeeded at the Warriors.
Yeah, but we're talking about Storm, mate.
Yeah, but he came from the Storm and went
was
to.
he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
take that back. I'll give you that. You get a gold star.
Thank you.
Well, I just want some more players. Like, who's come out of
That's
that
your
storm?
homework for this week.
That's not my homework.
What about Dad? What about Dad? Can you think of any Dad?
I don't like to think of anything about Melbourne, to be honest.
I like
No,
it.
that's a good call.
I like that call.
I got one. Adam O'Brien.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
English, maybe?
Yeah, you read my mind.
English?
Yeah, Inglis is definitely.
That's probably.
Why didn't we think of him?
Maybe one day.
No,
that's too early.
no.
I know. We'll look at that one, but that's a good. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, Nico Hines, he's got to be close to, if not the buy of the season. I mean, I reckon we've got a couple. On
You've
there
had
as well,
so far tonight. You've had 5 buys of the season. You've had Gagai. You've had Leo Thompson.
I haven't said gay guy.
No, I said Gagai.
Oh, righto. Okay.
Oh, isn't it great to have Andy back?
Oh, one for you. One for you. You're the buy of the season.
No, Leo Thompson for me would have to go as in for Rookie of the Year contender. But
Has he played too many games?
No, he hasn't played any. He's
This
only
is-
played this year.
yeah,
Oh, sweet.
He only played like half a dozen rugby league games in any grade
Oh, sweet.
in his life.
so I'll just say Smith is right. I get one right anyway. Shame about me tips. Well, we'll move on.
Good tips.
Oh, this one's a sore spot for me. The Warriors 16, the West Tigers 12.
I will say, did you watch the game?
Watch part of it.
Did you watch the game?
Lynn, who do you follow?
Newcastle.
Oh, I thought you were a Tigers fan. I
No,
thought that's
my
what
mum and sister.
Oh, your
buy the
mum and
house.
sister. Well, you're qualified to talk about this one too, then.
But did you watch the game?
Yeah, of course I did.
What's his name? Luigi. What's his name?
Wait, Lua?
Leilua. That's him.
But, yeah,
His try was a try.
close to Luigi. He was the buy of the
Same
year
thing,
last year.
Luigi or whatever. No, the year before.
Came from the Dragons to
Anyway, his try, how the bunker didn't intervene and say that was a try. What was Stevie Wonder in the bunker for that one?
Well, are they allowed to?
Well, they intervene everything else.
I don't know if they're allowed to. If the referee on field says, no try playing on out to the
Yeah,
22,
But don't they go?
is it still the 22? I don't know. Quarter line.
Yeah, rugby union land. Look, I thought they could intervene. Like,
They should be able
should.
to. I don't know. That's the only thing I was thinking. They mustn't be allowed to.
Well, how can they give a try and then can't send it up?
No, because they've got that period before the try being scored.
Yeah, but
and
that
the
period
kick
from
being
when they
taken.
ran out to the 20,
Yeah, you could see straight away. You're going, oh, you got to check that. Even the way Leilua
even
jumped
the
up
referee
and
should have went.
he was calling it himself.
I'm not real
Yeah.
sure. I'm going to check that. Yeah, anyway,
I think
Send
he's.
it up for everything.
I'm glad they didn't because I took the Warriors, but you got to feel for him, and you got to feel for something about Mary. What's his name?
Madge.
His job's on the line. Poor bugger. But
Oh, well, I thought they would come out better than this.
Well, Tim Sheens has come out and said he's safe.
yeah, for how long?
Oh, yeah, but you hear that all the time about coaches and all that. Oh, they're safe. Next week, gone.
I tell you, who I did think had a pretty good game was James Tamu. What he bounced back, played pretty well.
Yep.
No, he's a good player.
So yeah.
I think
Anyway,
Stafford Toa, who obviously
Yes.
was at Newcastle and never had a pretty good club debut. He was safe under high ball, which is something not most of the Tigers players can
Yeah.
say. So
I must say too, I know we can't keep everyone, but I was surprised we let Stafford go.
Oh, yeah, there were some reasons for it.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I thought he was a pretty good player, but yeah, hopefully he reaches his full potential with the
At the Tigers.
Pussycats.
Just not against the Knights.
That's right.
The South Sydney Rabbitohs 28 over the Sydney Roosters 16.
Good win.
Well, it's
Yeah,
good.
good win.
What's going on at the Roosters?
What's going on with Connor Watson?
Left the Knights. Who cares?
Yeah, I still watch it.
He's potentially by the round, but he's potentially by the
You've
year.
just had 7 in the last game.
No, he's not the buy of the round. He's the seller.
By the year.
He's the seller of the season.
But I think he's gone. He's not playing the usual Connor that we're used to.
Nah,
You know what I mean? I know it's a totally different club, different scenario, but
Well, I've got a bit of controversy called something to do with this game and another game in a minute. A little bit of controversy.
So we've got a new segment, guys. It's called Controversy Corner.
No, it's not like
It's not a corner. It's more like a bend. A bend.
controversy.
Controversy bend.
Thank you.
What he said.
Yes.
All right, on to the next one.
This one's Crazy Lady's favourite game of the week.
It was a good game.
It was a good game. Penrith Panthers 38 over the 12-man Newcastle Knights 20.
I wasn't happy.
I'll be honest, and I'll throw it out there straight away before we talk any further. I missed the first half. I had to listen to the radio because I was driving to work, but and I didn't want to watch it again. Only watch replays after we win.
Yeah, no, it was. I'll take my hat off to them. They tried hard, but also credit where credit's due. Penrith, they're a class side.
And I've got to add something there because I said I missed the first half because I was driving to work. Just to the boss, I didn't watch the second half at work either.
Did you just listen to the first half and said, I'm not watching the rest of this?
It was just going to be painful after that. So
Well, let's just assume, hypothetically, I did watch the second half.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Holy Jesus, earthquake just happened there. Curry.
It's a bit angry.
Yeah. Perhaps we need to get him a TV. He's getting a bit angry here, not watching the game.
Who's the bloke that's playing halfback for the Panthers?
Sullivan, that's
He's
it.
potentially by the year.
Oh, God. Next week, I'm going to have a jar, right? It's going to be the Ronald McDonald House. Every time you say buy of the year, you've got to put $1 in. We'll have these kids a new hospital by the end of the year.
Yeah, I was thinking by the end of the month.
So, yeah.
By the time Barney comes back.
But in saying that, you're dead right. I even had this conversation with the crazy lady there. Said you can't not bring Nathan Cleary in. Because he's the former halfback, and what he brings to that team is probably what Andrew Johns used to bring to us. But that kid hasn't done a thing wrong.
Nah, he's been in a couple of other systems, and he doesn't look nearly as good as what he does in that Panthers system.
Yeah,
he's a Panthers junior, but he's playing with Luai and the guys he grew up with.
It's a bit like Andy looks good in our system with us. You know what I mean?
No, but is that like a Penrith system, like it is a Melbourne system? Like you bring anyone in, they'll perform.
I think it's getting there.
Yeah, you know what? I reckon the Knights are on that trajectory as well. I reckon that's what Adam O'Brien's striving for here. Of course, obviously he's striving for that, but I think that's the trajectory we're on. That's the way we're headed.
I agree. Totally agree with
You
you.
look at the players we've brought in this year, stepped up and
Like
done their
Leo
job.
Thompson, buy of the year.
Yeah. And
Another $1.
Adam O'Brien was saying that they're throwing the same systems into our lower grade so that when they do come up into first grade that they know the plays, they know what's going on.
So you've just got to look at the ones that have come through in the last 12 to 24 months. You got Brody Jones. Look how he plays.
He was close to Rookie of the Year last year.
That's right. He was Club Rookie of the Year.
He was.
But anyway.
Lynn, do you see how we just sort of go off on tangents and just...
It's brilliant.
It's fiction.
It's all footy though. It's great.
So next game is, I tipped this exact game last year and I was stupid enough not to do it again this year. The Parramatta Eagles, Floorball Gary, well done. 28 over the Melbourne Storm, 24.
I don't think too many people would have got that.
Well, that said, the Eagles are the Storm's bogey side.
Yeah. They're the best out of all the teams that have beaten the Storm in the percentage the most.
No, here's my controversial bend. Is the Storm and Roosters dynasty over?
Yes.
Two clubs have been up there towards the top.
Storm is.
No.
I'm not saying it will be for long, but they won't be the team they were for the next 2 years.
I think the Storm's window closes after this year. They lose some good players at the end of this year.
The only thing is after that, they can have a lot of money to spend.
They've re-signed Harry Grant, I believe, or close to re-signing Harry Grant and the halfback.
Oh, they've got a few still decent players.
Munster might move on.
Munster.
Do you see Munster's
Munster might
haircut? Is
move
that
on.
what
Yes,
you
I
were
was about to
saying?
say, has anyone seen Munster's new haircut?
Why do we keep
coming to,
talking about haircuts?
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
That's something definitely caught my eye.
not as bad as Pappenhausen's.
No,
Yeah, I
it
know.
might be worse.
But
I think it's worse.
Just
in saying that, I think like Tarek Sims is rumoured to be going down there. So I think they're starting to look at rebuilding already. So, Bellamy being the smart person is, hey, we're losing all these. So let's
They do that every year, but Cameron Smith left, Billy
still
Slater left, they all, Inglis left.
I still don't think they're going to be up that Melbourne Storm for the next 2 years.
I reckon they will while Harry Grant's there.
I think they're still a top 8.
Look at their spine.
Jerome Hughes is, as long as they keep on
So they got
Hughes
Hughes, Pappenhausen,
and Harry Grant.
If
they hold on to them, there's a good spine.
Yeah.
But they're losing a lot of forwards. So, but Joshy King down the Storm.
Yeah. Pick up from the Knights.
Yeah, by the season.
Potentially.
Thoughts for Ray Stone as well.
Yeah.
Doing his ACL then.
I missed that. What happened there?
Match-winning try. Went over, scored it in Golden Point and did
an
the ACL.
in the process.
Oh, yes, I did see that actually. He crossed the line as he stepped
his
inside,
ACL.
But wasn't there something else? Was it him there was controversy over? No, it must have been a different one anyway.
Was the controversy over the high shot in that game? Yeah.
Yeah, was that the
That was-
with Nelson.
Yeah.
Nelson solo? Yeah.
No, there's definitely controversy
But
out
you
there.
can't help but like Nelson. I like the bloke. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't, but I like the bloke. He's one that you want in your corner with you.
Because you see eye to eye with him.
That was a dead set
True.
shot, but
True. Oh, yeah.
you
Not
cop
saying what he
more
did.
than a fine for that, sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying what he did was good, but I don't know. I just seem to like the bloke. I think he's the type that you want on you. He's a bit like a Clemmer to me. If one of our boys are having trouble, he's going to be there to back him straight up.
Yeah.
Well, look at Barley.
Yes.
But Jono knows what happens in Barley, stays in Barley.
Yes, definitely.
Just like Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so...
Anyway, the Canberra Raiders 24 of the Gold Coast Titans 22.
I got that one.
Like I said,
got that
I
one.
went the Titans in that one, and at half time I was feeling pretty good.
No, I thought back in Canberra, they're not used to the colder weather.
I was having dinner with my grandparents, so I was checking the score just randomly. Checked it when it was like 22-0. I was like, all right, well, game over. Was so shocked when I checked my phone later.
What did you see? Is Preston and Campbell, Sean Boy? I saw he's been ruled out. Is he? Because they got that Asako in that fullback. Now, has he got injured or has he been dropped?
Yeah, no, I think he copped a rib injury, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was it a rib?
I think it was. Jermaine Osaka. Yeah.
No, Campbell.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I know you mean. Sorry. I was looking at the crew out the back there.
Jermaine Ozake, they've picked him up from the Broncos.
Don't.
Potentially a pretty good buy there.
Don't say.
By the season. You reckon?
I'm only going with it's Marbo, it's the vibe, it's...
I think we'll move on to the next one.
The North Queensland Cowboys 38 over the Brisbane Broncos 12.
Yeah. Got that one too.
Got that game. I picked the
yeah.
Broncos because Adam Reynolds.
Nah.
Yeah, I went the Cowboys.
Cowboys always seem to lift the Broncos.
Cowboys played really well the week before.
Yes.
There's a lot of upside in them, I
I
think.
tell you what, Townsend. By
Yeah,
the season.
tell me about Chad Townsend. No,
That hospital's built now with this rate.
for sure. I don't know how well it's going to be fitted out, but we've got the foundations going.
But no, I mean, he's going well up there, but, it's probably the piece of the puzzle that the Cowboys
I
needed.
didn't think he was going to be that well, to be honest, because he bounced around a bit.
I'm not a massive fan, to be honest.
Oh, I'm not. I don't like the haircut.
Why has everything got to be about haircuts?
Have you seen his
defining
hair? He's got
trait.
the really big... An assistant. He's a really good assistant coach, but I don't think he's a first-grade coach. Look at Manly.
Yeah,
Now-
time will tell.
And then he went to Penrith, going really good with Penrith as an assistant. But now he's come back to the Dogs.
Oh, well, they started off a bit better than I thought they would.
Yeah, but when you got a side like that, you need to be...
They're a lot more resilient this year. I think have they lost one or two games now? Each game they've been in the hunt, but they won.
2, because they lost to the Broncos last week.
Yeah, they beat the Cowboys round 1. Yeah, but each game they've only been 1 or 2 points in it. So
Yeah, that's right.
so
They're getting there. They're going to be a good side. Anyway, that's around the grounds for this week. And thanks to... who brought us that one, Andy? Muso's Corner.
Jack Hetherington's out for the season too.
Gosh.
ACL. No, shoulder.
Is that
Sorry.
what it was,
Was that just
Shoulder.
then? What?
No, I
Was that
just
what was on the phone?
yeah. Sorry, I just got a phone call from his manager.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yep. Just got that in. No, that wasn't just now. That was earlier.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
No, that's...
So yeah, no, unlucky for him too. So I wish him luck. I like him.
Yeah,
He's a
I
bit,
did, yeah.
bit like Mitch Barnett, probably a bit grubbier than Barnett, but similar sort of player.
Anyway, we might take another short break, and as we go to the break, we'll go across to the boys at Kabashi with Hughes News.
It's Hughes News. Oh, Hughes! Friends, countrymen, Londons, welcome to the Colosseum. It is the year 800 AD, and I have no idea why I said... Wow, it's really shaky camera work. She must be very nervous. Feet out to the lions!
Yes, good afternoon, good evening, welcome, good day, good morrow to you all, friends, as we stand out the front of the Colosseum this
The
week.
Colosseum.
We are here to discuss what?
Oh, just got to say one thing. The gladiators are back in town. When it comes to gladiators, they're here and they're back in town. So yes, friendly Romans, countrymen, other peeps, we're here this week out the front of the Colosseum. Why? Because we're really sad about the way rugby league's gone. It's gone soft, Adam.
Incredibly soft.
Soft, too soft. And that's why we've come to the Colosseum, because we're bringing back gladiators.
This is where men fought.
This is where men fought. This is where men's heads were completely torn off, Adam. Torn off.
Yes.
And this is our tribute this week to our main man, Mr. Mitch Barnett. And what a cracking old go on the weekend. So we've decided, Mitch, this is where you belong, mate. In the Colosseum, doing it tough in there, because what you do on the weekend, we go down here, a treat.
You have transferable skills, not just on the league field, but also you can bring it here, the heartland, the home of all things combat.
So, so people are saying that there was a bit of a mistake, and what he did on the weekend, a bit of a brain explosion.
There's no mistake with that.
It was it's no good, because I think he's one of our best forwards.
And we'll be without him for how long, do you reckon?
Oh, too long, mate. A minute without MB is too long.
But look, we who are about to receive elbows salute you.
We do. Now, that just brings me to, when you think of rugby league, Ed, one of the biggest mistakes that you've ever seen on the rugby league park that made you kind of giggle a little bit.
Mario Fenech, just him.
But, well, speaking of South Sydney, what about that cracker? The game was coming down to the wire. There's about 30 seconds to go. South Sydney are 2 points behind.
Why not go for a field goal?
Greg Inglis, our hats go off to you, sir.
Yes.
Why are we talking a weird English accent when we're clearly Roman?
I don't know where you've been, Roman, but that's okay. Look, yes, we have had some hilarious things that we've been seeing over the last few years. Going for a field goal when you're 2 points down, it's got to be up there.
It's right up there.
Yeah.
Now, I've just got one more thing to say. Relief! Wadwick!
You know, whoever, Wadwick. He's a wobber.
Who's a wobber? Wadwick.
Yes. Anyway, so look, please, feel free to come down to the Colosseum and try out. And you never know what you might find down there. These days,
You're a bit tired about how the game's gone and you want to see a good hard sport.
we used to think that they were gladiators.
Well, now
They're like Dave Edna's gladiolas. Your flowers, boys. Get back into your Roman Colosseum mindset.
I think my auntie had really hairy gladiolas.
And brown ones.
Weird.
Until next week, it's the Hughes News.
I'm Buff.
And I am Squatchimus Maximus in width. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye, Squatchimus Maximus.
Toodaloo.
guys, and welcome back. And it's time for Smita's mailbag. But before we get into that, what about the Kabashi boys, eh? Huge
Funny
news.
Funny dudes. If only we had some of them headbands.
Mate,
I want a headband.
I'm onto it. All right. Well, I'll get on to the executives
I've
over
seen
there in
one.
Huge News. Yeah.
I've seen one. Apparently they look all
I
right.
see one floating around somewhere.
Anyway, it's thanks to the Hughes News, the Kabashi boys, and it's time for Smita's mailbag, brought to you by Burton Automotive. Oh,
Kabashi.
Yeah, I wonder where I've seen that headband.
Yeah, behind
I've seen it looking better, but that's it.
Can you read that out for us, please, Carly?
Breaking: Barnett banned for 6 weeks by NRL judiciary.
6?
yes,
Where did we
sorry.
get 10 from?
I said confirmed. Oh, it must have
Yeah.
been-
Well, that just come from our good mates at Channel 9 Studio, Danny Widler. So,
Widler.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
thanks, Danny.
The mail we got earlier was incorrect.
Yeah, Peter Peterson sent us
From
that
Patterson.
from Patterson. Anyway, that might have been on the slow boat from China Mail again.
Well, that wrecks the whole show because everything we've been talking about's worked off the premise of 10 weeks.
Just pretend you went to Curry High and failed maths.
Oh.
Did anyone here go to Curry High?
Yeah,
No,
I did.
yeah, Kylie. But there goes about 28 of our viewers.
I was a good Catholic boy. Sorry, I'll just shut up.
All right, and here's Smita's mailbag brought to you by Burton Automotive. Yeah, mate, we were going to do the phone calls this week, but a bit of technical difficulties. We've put that off till next week because we've got a few more mailbag questions. The Smita's mailbag by the phone will be next week, so stay tuned. Anyway, how is one of the show's favourite Kurt Mann and his little head doing? This is from Jack. Well, I think he's Jax.
Jacks.
I think he's all right, but yeah, I think he's was feeling a bit sore and sorry on the weekend, but
Yeah, he'd be a little bit swollen, but
Well, at least he's not ruled out.
yeah, he's
in
back.
the
He's
17.
doubling back. Yeah, he's
we'll get into that next. But next one, do you think Barnett cost us the game? From the Avon lady. So
didn't help us.
yeah,
I think that's, you don't want to say yes, but
it went a long way.
There's no guarantees we're going to win, but
No.
yeah, but
we're never going to win once he got sent off.
you know,
So
like, you don't blame one player for a loss, and like, yes, he did get sent off, but like, you don't.
I don't know. Ben Hunt, I blame him for losing that grand final.
Yeah, that's because he was wearing a Broncos jersey.
Yeah, well, that's
And couldn't
right.
catch a ball.
That's what I mean.
him going to the Dragons,
By the season.
handy pick up for them a couple of years ago.
Shout out to Ronald McDonald House. It's coming.
It's coming.
Anyway, with some of the money we have left in the cap, what possible player or position do we look to fill? This is from Janice from Tuggerah.
I reckon possibly a prop, or maybe a second row, or maybe that third.
Yeah, apparently we got some spots in the second row.
Yeah, apparently.
There's a
Or
couple.
maybe like a ball handling lock or something. Like
Well,
you've
we only
got-
got to fill the hole for 6 weeks now, not 10. So in the second row,
See, I don't, honestly, this is a good question from Janice, but I don't know who would actually go looking.
we're
Maybe a
looking,
hooker,
Yeah, but you got Bailey coming back.
Bailey's coming back, and
but if Bailey gets injured again. I mean, I know
Chris Randall's been
Chris
doing a good
Randall's
job.
playing well, but do we
He
look
got Kurt Mann could jump in there, or Phoenix Crosby need a third.
I reckon we don't chase any. I reckon we sit on the money. That's my opinion.
We're chasing a second row.
Or start with the money we got, signing some of the ones we got for a long, Jessie Sue's off contract soon. Exhibit. Yeah, there's probably a few others soon.
Whoever we get, they will be the buy of the year next year.
There goes the car
Guaranteed.
park for the
Guaranteed. No, in all seriousness, we're looking for a second rower. We went close with, who's the big tall bloke from the Cowboys we're chasing?
you said it earlier, what's his
Yeah,
name?
no, different one. The other one. The one that the Cowboys ended up re-signing.
Oh, yeah.
We went close with him.
Yeah,
Apparently that was
well,
over the line, but
And then, I know who you mean. Yeah. But I can't think of his name, you got me. But I know who you're talking about. Anyway,
that's a position I think they're looking
second row.
at. I think
But if we get a second rower,
Fitzgibbons.
he was playing well, but until
He's
he got
playing, he's
injured.
playing well, but I think he's the one that may move on.
There was rumours before that he was going to go to the Sharks before the season kicked off.
Yeah,
So,
that's it. He was really good. to start the season.
Shout out to Lockie. Hope he
Playing
comes
as
back.
good as he's played in a long time.
But anyway, moving on. This is from Michaela from Curry. Is Brody Jones back soon? Brody Jones, I'm pleased to say, is back this week. We'll get into that more later, but he is number 12 in your program.
He had a quad injury. He was close for round one. Just got held back, and then last week he was right to play, but he got COVID, so COVID held him back. So Brody's back this weekend.
Welcome back. Brody's back. Anyway, that was from Michaela from Curry. And our last one. Who comes in for Barnett? Mick from Belmont.
Well, I think we just answered that.
Yeah, and we will get a little bit more of that in the team list. But that's Smith's mailbag for this week, and hopefully next week with all their new equipment on its way, that we'll be on with the phones and you'll be live on the show. So stay tuned for that. But while we've got the crazy lady here with us tonight, let's do the joke of the week. Or should I say jokes of the week?
Okay. Here we go. You all ready, Andy?
I'll tell you
This is
what,
killing
last
me.
week's was good, so this is it's going to be hard to beat
Last
them.
week's were very funny.
Thank you. Okay. Jack strode into John's stable looking to buy a horse. Listen here, said John. I've got just the horse you're looking for. The only thing is, he was trained by an interesting fellow. He doesn't go and stop the usual way. The way to get him to stop is to scream, hey, hey. The way to get him to go is to scream, thank God. Jim nodded his head. Fine with me. Can I take him for a test run? Jim was having the time of his life. This horse sure could run, he thought to himself. Jim was speeding down the dirt road when he suddenly saw a cliff up ahead. Stop! Screamed Jim, but the horse kept on going. No matter how much he tried, he could not remember the words to get it to stop. Yo, yo, screamed Jim, but the horse just kept on speeding ahead. It was 5 feet from the cliff when Jim suddenly remembered. Hey, hey, Jim screamed. The horse skidded to a halt just 1 inch from the cliff. Jim could not believe his good fortune. He looked up to the sky, raised his hands in the air, breathed a deep sigh of relief and said with conviction, thank God.
Boom, boom. Very good.
Very good.
Got another
You're
one?
a hard person to please.
Number
You got another
two?
one?
It's a short one, but
That's
Yeah,
good.
give us a short one.
okay. I've just got to find it. All right. A guy walks into a bar and orders a steak. The guy behind the counter tells him it'll be $1. $1? I've been coming to this bar every week for who knows how long, and it's always been $12. Where's Phil, the owner? He's upstairs with my wife. Well, what's he doing with your wife? The same thing I'm doing to his business.
I like that one better. That was good. Yeah, let's run with that one.
Have you got a third?
No.
All right, I'll do one. I got one.
You're not the crazy lady.
I know.
It's crazy man.
If my name was David and I had a son, I would have to name him Harley. That way he could introduce himself. I'm Harley, David's son.
Hey, crazy lady, you're keeping the jokes, all right?
I don't know. You don't even laugh at mine.
I did. I laughed at the second one.
Hey,
You would like the one from last week then.
That was pretty.
good.
What's next?
Well, thanks, crazy lady.
Nah, that was good. I like that.
Thanks.
You've done well, crazy lady.
Oh,
Harley
I
David's
guess I'll
son.
leave the jokes to you then.
Harley David's son.
That's pretty good. You're going to remember that all the way home. You're going to be saying that all the way home. If you're driving, left-hand turn, Harley David's
He'll
son.
go home and tell cranky lady.
That'll make it.
Anyway, that's Smith's mailbag and a joke of the week for this week. So thanks to the crazy lady. And next week we might have to get you to do a few more. There's one cracker one that she's told me before about a footy one. You've got to get that and do that one.
She was
It's
going
really
to do
good.
that late last year, and
It's a cracker, mate.
she's let us down. But anyway, maybe next week.
It's a cracker.
I reckon next week.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll take a short break there and be back shortly. All right, guys, and that was the joke of the week from the crazy lady. And
Did well tonight.
yeah, mine was good too, eh?
Before we go on any further, we had to get Lynn back up here, and I'll explain this. Lynn was telling us in the break that they've come up from Sydney tonight. So we've got to ask, how did you become a Newcastle Knights fan?
I was born into it. My dad is from up in Newcastle, and I was the firstborn, and I was indoctrinated the moment I could think. So,
Well, Dad's obviously a very smart man. So well done, Dad.
don't give him too much credit.
No, good on him. And
And second question, why'd you come all the way up here just for this?
I like talking about the footy. I like listening about the footy, you know?
and we're the best.
Absolutely.
See, I told you.
You already had a compliment before.
We'll give you that $20 later. But no, it's good to have you on, and yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
And Dad.
But we're saying in the break that she's going to have to come back because she's never had Henny Penny.
Well, did you get Henny Penny
I tried
tonight?
it. We came up early so I could try it.
What was your thoughts?
It was okay. Is that sacrilegious to say?
No, it's not. You needed to get up quick, but because it's about to go.
Yeah, there's closing down. There's closed down at Market Town. I don't know where else they're open.
Who's Maitland?
Balls End.
Oh yeah,
Is Balls End
That's
still
the one
there?
we went to, I think.
Balls End.
Yeah.
Fun fact, where we got the Henny Penny from, at Wall's End, was my first house when I was moved from hospital to home. Our house was on that.
Oh, right. So they built Henny Penny. Oh, that's
I actually think more appropriate is a bottle shop next door.
Yeah, no, that's
BWS.
That's like
Big
the
shout out to
holy grail.
BWS.
Hey,
So technically, Henny Penny's in your blood.
the only thing better would be born where McDonald Jones Stadium is now.
Yeah.
That is
imagine
Newcastle.
that.
You are Mr. Newcastle.
Well, that's another story. You might have to get Dad on the show next.
I don't know if they're going to want to come back for this.
But while you went away from me joke, what was wrong with me joke? I thought it was quite
No,
good.
it was awesome, mate. It was the best joke ever.
Thanks.
Andy, who's playing? What are the teams this week?
Righto, let's have a look at this week's teams. So we play the Cronulla Sharks at PointsBet Stadium, the old Shark Park, at 6 o'clock on Friday, the 1st of April. We'll go through the Sharks side first, and they've got a cracking side.
I tell you what, mate, they're the
If we get through them,
they're
this
the
week,
dark horse of the year, I reckon.
We are going on.
And I'll tell you what, they got some of the buys of the season.
We'll go through those shortly. You can fill us in on who they may be. So at fullback, they've got young Will Kennedy, cracking player. He's a gun, that kid. Sione Katara on one wing, and they've had Molotalo's gone on to the other wing. So I think one of their Matt Ikavalu's out, who they picked up from the Roosters. Any thoughts on him coming over from the Roosters?
He's made the right decision to see the way the Roosters are going.
Maybe the sombrero is full.
Maybe. Good pickup. Good pickup from the Sharks. Then they've got Jessie Raymond in the centres with Talakai. Talakai killed him on the weekend playing in the second row. He had an awesome game. So
Reminds me of a bit of a Sione Matalia.
Sione. Ooh, I think he runs a bit harder than Sione.
Yeah, but can play in the centre, in the second row.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
He can play in the front row. He can play anywhere. I reckon. He's a
good player, gun.
Yeah, so Matt Moylan at 5'8", with Lynn's friend Nico Hines at halfback. Their forward pack, Toby Rudolph. Did you see the footage of him
in the crowd?
Jumping the fence.
You got to like the bloke.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't because they think he's too, but I do.
Yeah,
I like him. I think he's great.
Yeah, bit of hair envy there, but anyway. We've got the worst of the two Brayley brothers at 9. Then Braid and Hemlin Uali in the front row. Britton Nakora and T. Wilton is back this week in the second row, and Finucane is locking the scrum for him. They're in a change bench. They've got a good
Not a bad bench.
Great bench. Aiden Tolman plays his 300th game, I think, this weekend.
He's a bit of a been around for a while, bit of a warrior, isn't he?
Playing
Bit of a
his
journeyman.
300th game, so great effort for him to get that far.
This one on the bench, when you've got this bloke on the bench, you know you've got a good team.
Yeah, Braden Trindle, he's on the bench. Andrew Fafita and Cameron McInnes. So that's who you were talking
That's
about.
right. When he's forced to be on a bench,
Yeah.
I reckon, you've got a pretty good side.
They've got a good side, so he's a good pickup from the Dragons.
I'm not a big fan of Fafitas, but even when he's on the bench, you've got,
He had a good All-Stars game.
Probably, and last week, again, when he played with the Sharks, probably one of the best games he's played in a long time.
Well, it's good to see him back from that major throat surgery he had.
100%.
Last year, so good to see him back in an NRL jersey.
Yeah. That was against the Knights, wasn't it? His injury. Who calls that?
I believe it was Clemmer. Don't quote me on that.
I think you might
I think
be
you
right.
might be right, yeah. But he was all right until he went off and,
Hospital.
I was on the sideline after a little
he
bit.
came
He
back.
couldn't breathe. He come back and then he couldn't breathe. So, very lucky. Probably
Yeah, it
a
was
good thing it happened then.
injury.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, good to see him back. You don't want to see any player like that. But, Nico Hines. By the season. Saying it early. But, all jokes aside, is there anything this kid can't do? He can kick goals. He's good with the ball. He's good, not just a ball player, but a ball runner.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
He was the buy my super coach, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I still haven't got him.
I'll tell you what.
Trying to work out how to get him in there. So that said, my Supercoach team's struggling.
I beat Corey Parker's super coach team the other week.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I'll tell you what, but it's going to be a hard one. It's going to be probably our hardest. Well, obviously last week so it was a hard one, but this is going to be up there as well.
I reckon coming off these 2 weeks, we'll see how the team really is.
True.
If we win on the weekend, if you go back and look from the start of the year, I know we're jumping ahead, but if we win and we're 3 from 4, who would have thought we would have been
That's
3
right.
from 4 start of the
A
year?
lot of people were writing us off.
People had wooden spoon tips on us.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. So,
We're not there yet.
No.
We're past the Sharks, and that's not going to be
but
an easy task.
it's a step there, but we'll move on to the Knights team
Newcastle
there, Big
Knights,
Andy, brought to you
yeah.
by Muso's Corner.
Absolutely. So fullback, the man's back, Kalen Ponga, back from his...
Will he play?
Yeah.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah,
Like
he's
the
a
last week?
starter. He's a starter.
In saying that, if he doesn't and Tex all he plays like he did last week,
Yeah. Tech's been all right, but he's
that's right. But I want to give Tex a rap there. Like it's probably the best game he's played. I reckon. So
I've heard people have been bagging Kalen, saying he misses a lot of footy, but if you actually look at it, he averages 20 games a year.
But Andrew John towards at one stage he was missing a lot of footy.
Yeah, maybe towards the end of his career.
But you know what I mean.
Kalen's
Mitchell
only
Pearce was
a
missing
young
a lot
fella.
of footy.
Yeah, but
But
it's
that's-
towards the end of their
But
season.
what I'm getting at is he's in that calibre too of what they bring to the team when they are in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kalen's your Ferrari, bud, isn't he? If your Ferrari's not quite...
He's that final
over
piece of
full
your puzzle.
potential, you keep it in the garage, don't you? So
Final.
that said, he's on 1.1 million a year or whatever it is. It's,
Oh,
it's a lot of money to...
If I had a Ferrari, I'd be driving it no matter what.
Are they good fun?
Oh yeah. I missed the travel guides. He's driven one. I've driven an SS. That's probably the highest I've gone. Next year, Smita get a start with me, you reckon?
We'll see what happens. Lost uncle.
Untravel guides, isn't it?
Yes, let's go get that bus going.
Anyway,
You can drive the tour bus. Dom Young's on one wing.
go
Filling
on.
at the young fella. With Manari Tuala has retained his spot on the other wing. Edric Lee played a full game in reserve grade on the weekend and
Played well too.
apparently went all right. They got smashed, but apparently he went all right. So he's in the wings now, so he puts a bit of pressure on probably Tuala, I think.
Yeah.
Centres, Gagai and Best. Up there with probably the best centre combinations in the comp, I think, at the moment. So on form,
It's up there.
on form. Clifford and Clune.
I'll tell you what, before we go any further, a lot of people were writing this off. How good's that combination been, really?
It's been real good. It's been real good.
Amazing.
I didn't realise Clune was that fast.
Hey, pretty fast.
Yeah. He's run down a couple of plays.
He nearly ran down the St George fullback. What's his name? Duffy?
No.
Is it Duffy?
No.
Is that his name?
Duffy's gone to Bulldogs.
That's right. Oh, well, anyway, he's a pretty fast fella anyway and ran him down. I can't think of his name.
Daddy
Is that
get it.
Sloan?
It's been a long day.
Sloan? Was it Sloan or whatever the other one is? But anyway, but no, he's killing it. Adam Clune's killing it. Good pickup.
Great pick up.
Great pick up from the Dragons. Our forward pack, Jacob Sayafidi partners his brother, Big Daniel, in the front row. Chris Randall is at hooker. I've been really happy for him. He's been playing really good footy, so he's been on the cusp for a while. I know you spoke about it a little bit last week, but I wasn't here, so I'll mention it again. I rate him. I like him.
Yeah, no, good on him, yeah. That's the type of thing you want to see, but to a bloke that's worked hard for what he's got.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, the odds are against him, and he's just going, well, no, I'm going to take this. And good on him.
A couple of years ago, he made 70-odd tackles on debut.
That's right.
That was
71 tackles, I think.
The 90-minute Panthers draw?
Yeah. So, he's going ahead leaps and bounds. He's been a massive improvement all season, I think. Tyson Frizzell.
Speaks for himself.
Speaks for himself. Absolutely, he does. He is a gun. He's back to his form.
I'll go.
He was shown before he came to the Knights.
I'll go as far as saying I know Brayley's our club captain and that as well, but when Kalen comes back, obviously he's back this week. I reckon they should share the captaincy.
He's been sensational.
I saw that put forward.
Because since he's got that C against his name, he's just lifted. Not one level, he's just lifted many.
He's just all guts. He's everything the Newcastle Knights have been built on, Tyson Frizzell. Yeah, and you're talking about Clune, how surprised you were with his speed. Tyson Frizzell's a bloke that surprised
See his hands about the other week for scoring that try. Hands of a bloody playing like a halfback.
Yeah, he's as good a back rower as the Knights have had
since Ben Kennedy.
He's up there with Ben Kennedy.
100%.
So if I was going to pick an all-time Knights side, that'd be my back row. Actually, no, I'd probably play Kennedy a lock, but anyway.
He's in the 70 somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely, he is a gun. Brody Jones back this week.
Yeah, awesome, bro.
Earlier, but he's back.
He's
wish him all the best, mate. He's a champion guy.
He's a champion guy, and I tell you what, he was devo in the last couple of weeks. So, good on your Broads. And
he's been champion at the bit to get out there since before round one. So I sent him a quick message before round one to see how far away he was, and he was ready to go. So anyway, we're getting back this weekend, so hopefully he steps up and has a crack.
But there's another one quickly too. Brody Jones, you know what you're going to get from him every week.
You get effort, you get guts.
That's right. And
you get those little 1%ers, that effort.
And if the coach says, all right, you're going to sit on the bench for the game, he won't argue.
No,
he'll sit there and Brody's the type of player that go, okay, I'm on the bench, but I'm going to learn from this. And I'll take note, and just going to become a better player.
Our lock, no nuts himself, Kurt Mann. We've spoken about him before. He's on fire. He's
the man.
Strength to strength.
He's the man.
So
Mr. Fix It.
I actually can't wait to see. A game with Victor Radley and then Kurt Mann when Victor Radley doesn't get HIA'd straight away. I'd love to see that competition.
Well, did you see the hit Kurt did on Jared Warrior-Hargraves?
He's doing it every week, and 2 or 3 tackles like that every game.
Yeah, no.
So he's brought some real.
He's a Kurt Mann of 2 years ago. Well, not last year, the year before. Yeah, playing really well. So
he's brought some real. I don't know. It's like a block of concrete in the middle of the defence, just in the middle of the park. Just staunch.
Well, saying that,
I can't think of another word. He's just staunch. He just
saying on that. Last week, Kurt Mann, the most tackles on the field with 45.
Wow.
And that was even missing
with the HIA.
Even missing for 15 minutes for the HIA. So his shoulders have got to be getting sore.
He's got a
belt and everything that moves.
I know he's out to prove a point because there's a lot of doubters.
Yeah,
and not just to him but to the team. And he's way of going. He goes, all right, let's prove them wrong.
He's doing a better job than what Connor Watson was doing at lock last year. Connor's moved on. Kurt stepped up. He's and
I'll tell you what,
he's got nothing to prove to us. Obviously,
Kurt won't leave the club as long as the club wants him. Kurt's here to stay.
He loves it.
He loves the club.
He loves it. He's a Queenslander, but he's made Newcastle his home, and his family are all here. And
I'll tell you what, you won't
himself a nice house.
You won't find a better bloke. He'll stand there and he'll talk to the fans for hours.
I can't speak more highly of him.
No, that's right.
Well, even with Kurt, man, when he signed up, he was a 5'8". Then he's moved to centre last year. Now he's playing lock. He's jack of all trades.
That's right.
I
that's
was
exactly
actually
right.
saying to Dad, I feel like, you know, a lot of the time he got a lot of criticism. I think it was maybe when he was playing 5'8", then it was alongside Pearce, and maybe there wasn't that creativity there. But I was saying I think he does a lot better when he's in those positions where he does not have to come up with the play and do all. He just gets to go to work, do what he needs to.
Yeah. His role
done.
is really defined now.
Yeah.
He knows his job. He knows what he's got to do, and he's doing it
He just
really well.
excels at
But he
it,
stepped
yeah.
up there last week when we were down to 12.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I think he got us back in the game.
Oh, no question.
Just the next man up mentality that he has. He's like, all right, my turn, let's do
I think Knights fans have to have a whipping boy, and Kurt Mann filled that role for a little bit, which is really unfair. Whenever he made an error, or you know, or
the team,
or whatever, the play broke down, they blame Kurt Mann, but Kurt Mann would make an error trying too hard, if anything.
100%.
It was
He
never
was right.
laziness.
No, it was effort. So he's fit as him and Randall are probably the two fittest blokes in the club.
And he's bulked up a bit.
Yeah, he's bulked up a little bit. He's put a little bit of size on. So
Oh, as I said, the offer's still there, Kurt. If he wants to put some weight on, just come with us for a week. He'll put heaps on.
give him some.
Yeah, not that kind of way.
He'll put heaps on. So
I've offered to give him some dietary tips. He's not that keen, but anyway.
no, I don't know why, but anyway, maybe we get him to come on the.
He might fit in your Panthers jumper.
No, I don't even think Porsche would fit in that. But anyway, but maybe we.
Size 3XL.
I don't think he'd want to dishonour himself by
No,
wearing
why would you? Why would you? Who would wear one of those?
Oh, lucky the crazy ladies.
Oh, lucky she's walked out.
But maybe if we take him on the Untravel Guides bus tour, we could put some weight on him.
I reckon if we're going to watch a Knights game, he's probably got his own.
He's got his own transport.
He's probably got that sorted.
I was just thinking.
I don't think Adam O'Brien would lead him on the bus.
If we go to Canberra, there's probably about 50 Krispy Kremes between here and Canberra.
Mate, he'd be 15 kilos heavier by the time he got there.
What are we flying?
Let's have a look at our bench.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm not going to say it all. Wait, you go for it. Number 17 in your program.
14 this week. Coming off the bench is young Phoenix Crosland. He's another guy who stepped up this year and looks a different player in 2022. Hopefully he can keep that going, keep his development going. So Jaira Momasua, he was probably the other guy that was in line for that second row spot with Brody.
Hasn't had a lot of game time of late.
Only got 5 minutes on the weekend, which is probably a little bit strange.
But
seeing
say
as
that
though
Brody had a
17.
few like that last year.
Down to 16, sorry.
Yeah, like you
Probably
said.
that changed the whole, because they were down to 12 men.
Yeah.
It changed Adam O'Brien's game plan. So, you know, he had to. So I'll give that to him.
Probably changed the dynamics
That's
of
right.
who he had to have on the field. So Phoenix Crosland and Thompson are probably a little bit more mobile. And Matty Croker was doing a fantastic job too. So, yeah. So,
I feel sorry for Croker.
yeah, he's unlucky. He's made way for big Jessie Sue.
Which
Come back on the
speaks
bench.
for himself.
Yeah, I watched the reserve grade game. He was a bit quiet in the
Jessie.
reserve grade game, but
Yeah,
but it was just a hit out for him.
But
mate.
saying that, he's the type of player too. As soon as he crosses that line in first grade, it's another whole different ball game.
Yeah, like he
To
like.
be honest, no disrespect to Jaira, but I think maybe Jaira should have made way for Croker. Maybe just
Well, I think Jaira's probably got a bit more second row in him, so he
yeah, true.
he could probably, if Brady's a bit short of a gallop, it's his first game back, maybe he wants to interchange that
or if
too.
Brody's got to fill in at centre,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. No, it's good on him, but
that's right. So
yeah, just.
Kurt could get another HIA.
But Jessie Sue,
Yeah,
honestly, I reckon Jessie Sue will have a good game of the
Yeah,
weekend.
well, mate, he's a good player. That just shows how much depth we've got at the moment. So, yeah, so someone like Matt Croker, has to miss out. So Tex Hoy's unlucky. So
I mean, you have a look at the reserves, but there's pretty good reserves.
I know they got towed up on the weekend. I was a bit shocked, but anyway.
yeah, but like with the reserves, like who are you going to take out of the first grade or the
Oh, that's
starting
right.
17 and put in?
100%.
Oh, yeah,
But we're in a good position if something does happen. You know what I mean?
I think that's the only change you could have made. Croker could have found a spot on the bench, but it's still. I don't know. Leo Thompson deserves to keep his spot, and you have to get Jessie back in there, I guess. So
Yeah. See, I think
that's
too.
what we've run with.
Also, too, every team's got to have a bit of mongrel in them somewhere. Where we've lost that in clamour, so to speak. So Jessie Sue might bring that You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So-
He's a bit of experience on the bench as well.
Mm.
So last weekend we lacked a lot of experience on the bench, so there wouldn't have been anyone there that's played more than 10 games, I wouldn't imagine.
Mm.
So Jessie just brings a bit of experience.
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, can't wait to. So they're at 6 p.m. Friday night.
Yeah, hopefully the Knights can get the win. It's going to be tough.
I don't like this. See, I like to go to a few away games, but 6 o'clock makes it hard.
Yeah, on Friday night too.
Yeah, Friday night.
Getting to Cronulla, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you work up the valley or other people away, and by the time you get home, and you just can't make it. So I know we support them at home, but it's just not the same as being there. You know what I mean? But all right, let's move on to the next game. So yeah, you got the next ones there, mate?
No, I haven't.
Oh, why not?
Because you didn't give them to me.
Oh, mate.
I can get it on my phone.
No, I've got them here. Let's pick these games.
I don't know why you asked me. Because
Sorry,
that's
mate.
Jono's job every week.
Well, I was just trying to make you feel important.
Well, I'm not important, but Jono is. Travel guides. It's on tonight.
It is. Let's hurry up. I want to go and watch it.
I'm going to watch it after this.
Let's pick these games: Titans and Tigers.
Titans.
Oh, Titans in a close one.
Can't pick the Tigers at the moment.
I want to pick the Tigers because I feel bad, but I can't.
No.
Yeah, Broom, Tigers for me.
Titans have got to be up for this after their second half last week.
100%.
Their first half was awesome. No, sensational.
This one's tricky: Sharks and Knights.
Oh, I'm going to go Knights because I can't tip against him, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a hard one.
I would have to go Sharks because I see the current Prime Minister ScoMo doing his little dances out there.
Mate, I had the Knights win just to stop.
Yeah.
Did you see
Did
you see it?
Can he go and get another job, that bloke?
Can you get another
Christ's
scarf? I'm sick of seeing it. It's 100 degrees out there. 100 degrees. Everyone's dying in the shade, and ScoMo's sitting there with a suit and a scarf on. Oh, are you serious? Yeah, with spirit fingers. Are you serious? It's 100 degrees and he's got a scarf on. Get a
We're
hat.
not a political show, so we'll leave him alone. Doesn't hold a hose.
Apparently not.
No, it's too hot with the scarf on.
Anyway. Next.
Nights, I have to say it.
Yeah, what's the Knights?
Big A.
The crazy ladies Panthers against the Rabbitohs.
I'm going to take Panthers.
Panthers.
I'm going to take Rabbits. I just think Panthers are due for a loss.
Yeah, Cleary's back.
Yeah, they got heaps back this week, so.
Yeah.
I just feel like they could get over complacent with that.
And then big what's his name?
Hafiz Harris.
James Harris is back.
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon the Panthers are too strong for that game if he's back.
I tell you what, mate. If I could bring one player to the Knights from another team, it's got to be Fish.
I reckon still Payne Haas for me.
True.
Warriors Broncos coin flip for me, but I'd have to go Warriors.
Where is it?
Central Coast. Whatever that
Yeah, I'll
stadium
go
is.
Warriors.
That's not going to be a hard one. I reckon
Morrison Daly.
Reynolds could fire back. Bounce back.
It's a tough one. Browns boys.
Can I get back to you on that one?
Yeah, I'll tip the Warriors just because they're at home.
I'm leaning towards the Warriors, but yeah, I'm still on the fence.
Sea Eagles Raiders.
Tough one.
Manly can't play any worse than what they have been. They've been
Sea Eagles last year lost 4 in a row, then won a game, with a field goal in Golden Point, wasn't it?
And then started coming good.
And then just came good. They won.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Field goal on the weekend.
I'm going to go the binge against bounce back.
They won. How can they bounce back?
No, it should be a lot better form. They only just won. So I reckon they're going to come through them.
Yeah, where's it at? Lotto Land?
Pothole.
4 Pines.
4 Pines.
I don't know. I'm going Raiders for the same reason, but I just feel like Manly had to play too hard last week.
Tommy Turbo's got to start firing better again.
I reckon he's injured. He was holding his ribs last week. I reckon he's carrying an injury. Should have taken Nico Hines in his super coach team instead of Tommy.
Yeah, you should have.
Anyway.
Cowboys Roosters.
I'm going to go Cowboys in an upset.
Up there? I don't think it'll be an upset. Roosters are struggling. Cowboys are playing good footy.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I'm going to say Roosters purely, I think Radley was somewhat stood up by Cam Murray the other night. Probably wants to kind of go out in there and show them. And when they're all linking up,
Been expecting that from the Roosters all year, haven't we? Like, it's just
Something's
been
gotta
missing.
change.
Something's not right there.
I mean, we can go 1-2, 1-2.
They're,
I don't mind if they keep
their
losing.
coach won't be there either. Robbo's staying at home. He's got COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Unlucky.
Cowboys for me, and I'm going to pick the next game because it's part of my bold prediction. The Bulldogs over the Storm.
Where is it?
Amy.
Ooh.
It's my bold prediction. Both the Roosters and Storm will lose.
I'll go Storm. I can't see Storm lose twice, but you could be up on something.
I'm about as bold as it gets, but I'm staying with the Storm.
I'm staying with the Storm. I don't see those players losing 2 in a row and not needing witness protection from Bellamy.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
I don't know.
I like that.
I'm going to go Storm.
Later.
I'm going to go Storm because I reckon the Bulldogs won't be able to stop laughing at Cameron. What's his name? Munster's haircut. Have you seen it?
Where's the phone?
No, I haven't seen it. I need to have a look at it.
It looks like you with long hair at the back.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got
the
what do you call it?
The Mo.
The porn star Mo.
Yeah.
Well, it's got something.
The handlebar Mo.
What is that?
The Lemmy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's
different.
That's as bad as I've seen.
Something comes to mind to me is Mullet Fest.
That's bad. That's worse than mullet.
That's worse than Pappenhausen's.
I don't know what that is. That'd be a new category at Mullet Fest.
It's gone wrong.
Anyway, maybe Stevie Wonder cut it for him.
Alright, what's our bold
Your
predictions
money
for the
is
week?
on, he'd be able to afford the rest of the haircut.
While we're on that, we might just take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. Time for
bold predictions.
Well, as I mentioned mine earlier, both the Roosters and Storm are going to go down.
Big A.
I'm going to predict the Knights to win 13 plus.
And any try scorers?
Yes, there will be some try scorers.
Yes, and who would that be?
I'm going to say Dom Young is going to score a double.
Oh, you've stolen mine now. That was it exactly.
Was it? I'll take mine back. I'll say Dane Gagai to score a double.
All right.
What's yours, Lynn?
I just piled it on. I was going to say Knights by 1.
Yeah.
But with the Dom Young double in there.
And who kicks the field goal?
Clifford.
It would have been really bold if you had said Nico Hines and then the Knights kick a penalty goal.
I reckon,
for the 1 point win.
I reckon a sneaky, if it goes to that point, I reckon Kurt Mann. Sneaky field goal.
Yeah.
Clifford.
No, because I was expecting Clifford.
Or give Clune the glory, like the first Knights,
There's Clune, there's Clifford, there's Mann.
There's too many options.
That's right.
Spoiled for choice.
Oh, what was old mate from the Broncos week 1? Gatewell.
Gatewell?
Yeah, for the Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he kicked one.
Latrell's from...
Yeah, why don't we
why
don't we give it to Tyson to have a go then?
Because we want to win.
He's been able to do everything now.
That's right.
Clifford will kick it out of the ground.
Yeah, no, I reckon.
Dom Young double.
Dom Young double. That might happen.
We can manifest it hard enough, yeah.
Maybe Gagai and Dom Young doubles.
All right, here we go. If Dom Young gets a double and Knights win, I'll do the whole show next week in a Jamaican dreadlocks wig.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
I reckon he'll look good.
Well, my bold prediction is Kurt Mann will get over. And I reckon Brody Jones might this week.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd like to see it.
Off a short ball from Clifford.
Who wins? What's the score?
Knights by 8. And I think Clifford converts from the sideline a couple of times.
See how far he takes the ball back?
Yeah, how good is he?
I don't think how good that is. I reckon it's a little bit scary unless he's got a massive leg.
Yeah, but if
I
you
calculated like the angles and the distance to take it back, it ends up like a 40 metre.
Yeah.
But if you've got that kick on you, if you've got a big enough boot and you bring it back that angle, well,
It's still further for the ball.
yeah, but that's what I mean. If you've got a big enough boot on you,
Yeah.
but it makes that angle a bit.
The further the ball travels, but the more chance of an error.
Yeah.
Well, it's plus if it's a windy day and you got ScoMo doing his fingers.
Oh, yeah. I wonder
If it
if
happened to be
budget
of
was-
course and hit.
Yeah.
It was budget night last night. I wonder if he had those fingers going then. He needed something.
yeah, not towards us, I bet you. Yeah, but also, yeah, I think Jessie Sue will have a good game too.
I was waiting for that.
See, I knew, I could feel these eyes in the back of me waiting. I reckon he'll play a good game. I don't know if he'll score a try, but he'll come out and have a good game.
I do have to bring up, I saw written on your sheet before next to Jessie Sue was Man Crush.
Oh,
That's what it-
come on. Where's this?
See?
Oh,
should I put it? Sorry, there we are. That's better.
No.
That's not mine.
I've got three favourite players, Kurt Mann and Jessie and Brody. So, you know, I just think a lot of those three don't get the name like Ponga or whatever, but, you know, they're the piece of the puzzle, you know, to do all the right things. I'll tell you what, that Leo Thompson's, he's up in he's in the fourth.
Oh, he's getting a special mention here.
He's in the special mention the last 2 weeks.
All right, isn't he?
Big gun. But anyway, yeah, so some good games this weekend. Friday night special, Knights, and then the Penny Panthers after it. So it should be a good game in the Smita household. But yeah, get to a game if we can.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, it was a good night tonight. Good to have you back, Big A.
Good to be back.
And Linda, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having
Do you
me.
call her Linda?
Well, that's what you've been calling her all night, isn't it?
Anyway,
what's
in her name?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Big A. Yeah, you've lost me train of thought now. But anyway, thanks to our sponsors, High Mix Concrete, Mobile Travel, Sayers Inks Tattoo, Big Smita and Big Crazy Lady, getting a few soon. So you might have to take yours all down and get some too from Sayers Ink. Yeah, so Steak and Chops.
Steak and Chops, good stuff.
Purnell Trophies as always. Big Shannon, shout out to Shannon. Sports Power Newcastle and Muse's Corner. And
couldn't do it without him.
No, Burton Automotive. And
Aussie Direct.
Aussie Direct.
We've got a new sponsor coming on shortly too, don't we? Aren't we getting... How about we announce it next week?
Yeah, we might.
Remember something's getting installed in here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we can say it now. Lomo's Electrical is installing... it should have been here tonight, but the rain held him up. We're getting a reverse cycle aircon for the shack.
We won't know ourselves.
No. Plus, we're also getting Muse's come up next week with all of our new equipment. So look out for that. Smith's mailbag will go live by phone call. So we'll have...
massive shout out to the boys over in the West. Kabashi.
Yeah, the Kabashi boys.
They're helping us out a bit too at the moment with some stuff off air. So
yeah, big shout out to them boys. To be honest, it's a damn shame that they live so far away because I'd love to have them in the studio. And
maybe they could do their own bus trip and come from the West over to see us.
Is that with Kurt Mann? Because Gotti will have some weight on by then.
I'll tell you what, they would need a couple of toilets on the bus. Those big fellas.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, how good would that be? The three of us and the two Kabashi boys did a bus road trip.
That'd be crazy.
It would be great.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, how many Krispy Kremes is it in here?
Guitars, off we go.
Yeah.
Sail off.
You've got a couple. I've got a couple. They got a couple.
Sunset.
Kumbaya. Anyway, so that's another edition of Nighttime for this week, and some really good things are coming ahead. So some good giveaways and competitions coming.
Before we go, make sure travel guides tonight 7:30 or catch up on 9 now.
Yes, travel guides. So yeah, we better let you get going and off you go. Go get your popcorn ready and watch Jono and the crew and that. But yeah, a lot of good things coming in this in the next couple of weeks that we've been working hard on. Not just myself, but all the boys and girls and everyone behind the scenes. So yeah,
thanks to Lynn and Dad travelling up from Hornsby to see us. It's unreal.
And shout out to Henny Penny.
The Henny Penny, please don't close down.
But yeah, all right. That's we got you next week, mate. Yep,
I'll be back.
Big Joe, and I'll say I'll be here too. So till next week, it's
once a night,
always a night.
Good night.
Good night.
What's going down? Putting you there right in the frame. Rapping about a team and the latest game. Talking footy and the way we play.